Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rich from True Budget EDC and Prepping. Use your gear or lose your gear, because if you're not using it, you might as well lose it. So today I want to come on here and do a video that I've been planning to do for quite a while, just haven't got around to it. Today I want to go over essential urban EDC, things that you can carry in an urban environment where, you know, it won't bring attention to you or anything like that. I'm kind of in the Greyman theory category guy. You know what I mean? I don't like people knowing what I have. I don't like standing out. I don't want people noticing me. And that's why I'm doing this video like the way I'm doing it, because essential urban EDC would be stuff that won't make you stand out, stuff that won't like frighten people or make people freak out or stuff like that. So there's a number of things that you can get and you can carry with you that, you know, people won't notice, really, honestly. So let's talk about a knife. You don't want to carry a giant knife, right? Like Maddox is a pretty big knife, Maddox 2. So if you're in an essential, you know, urban environment and you don't want people like noticing you, you don't want to carry this, right? Something like this. Even though to us, it's like not that big of a deal, but to other people, they might be like, oh, holy crap, and be freaked out by it. So you might want to get something like a Swiss Army knife. Swiss Army knife, nobody's going to even notice you pulling that out. They're not going to worry about that. They're just going to, you know, just not even pay attention to it because it's so common and it's so normal and it's been around for so long that, you know, it just looks like it belongs. So Swiss Army knife would be a good item to carry as essential EDC in an urban environment because of its Greyman tendencies, right? It just blends right in. And it's still super useful. I mean, it is a multi-tool. It is a knife. You can do a lot of stuff with it. It's actually why I put this knife into the essential urban EDC category, because this is one and done to a lot of people. And it's very useful. So that would be something that you can use as a knife in an urban environment. Also, Spyderco Urban, actually made for an urban environment, this knife. It's small enough to where it's not gonna like draw any attention because it's so little, but it's still super useful. It's got the full flat grind. It's made out of pretty decent steel. It is made in Italy. Yeah, this is a good knife. It's really good, actually. I like it a lot for its size. And the way that they designed it with the 50-50 right there, you get your finger in there, it's actually super ergonomic, even though it's very small. So this is another really good knife that's good for urban environment, and it doesn't lock. It's a slip joint, so if that's something that affects you, like if you're in a different country like the UK or something like that, you might have to have a non-locking knife. Now, this also has a deep carry wire clip, which will pretty much put it into your pocket where people can't see it anyway. So that's another really good one to have as a knife for an urban environment. Now, on a bigger side, Spyderco Delica. I don't think the Delica is too aggressive. I mean, I put a different clip on the back. This is an MXG titanium clip. Deep carry, because it doesn't come with a deep carry clip. I just like deep carry clips. It makes things harder to see that are in your pocket, and I appreciate that. So this is like one of the larger things that I would carry in an urban environment, because to me, it's not very threatening. I mean, it may be tactical. People might think so just because it's black, but I don't think it's a very threatening knife. And this is a little bit bigger than these two, so you can do more things with it. It's more capable. And that's not going to really bother people that much either. Or you could get something like this. This is the Copper Lock by Case Knives. This is a traditional knife, lock back. I really doubt that anybody's going to be afraid of this. And this is actually pretty much a larger blade as well. It's about the same size. It's actually bigger than the Delica. So it's super capable. I use it for lots of stuff. I haven't been carrying it recently, but I started carrying it again today, and this is a really good one. Now, it is orange, so that's kind of not Greyman, but if you had one of a different color where it wasn't going to stand out as much, you know, you'd probably want to carry that one. Although, I doubt anybody's going to notice this either, because, you know, it's a traditional knife. When you look at it, you go, oh, that's a traditional knife. So those are just some options for urban EDC so that people don't notice you, and for Greyman urban EDC as well. Now let's talk about some flashlights. I mean, you don't really want to carry a giant flashlight anyway, unless you do. I mean, maybe you do, I don't. You get a flashlight like this. This is the ThruNite T1S V2, small light. It's an 18350, and it's got pretty decent run times for the mid mode, which is about 90, 95 lumens. It's 5 hours. I mean, that's actually really good. And it bumps up to, I believe, 1200 on turbo. So in case you need to do something like that, you can do that. It does have a magnetic tail switch. It is also very deep pocket carry, so nobody's really going to see that in your pocket either. So this is just an option for urban carry as well, because it's so small and it's not going to be in the way. It's not very noticeable either. So there's that one. We also have the Tunergy S5. This is a really good flashlight, and it's super budget friendly. This is more of a floody light, but it's not big. It also has the magnetic tail base. It's not very much bigger than or the same size as a copper lock, so it's going to go in your pocket. It is also relatively deep carry. A little bit sticks out, but it's not that bad, and that is something that you can carry as well. And you know, it's not going to really be in your way at all. Also, Through Night T1, or this is the Archer Pro V2. This is a tail switch one. I carry this all the time in my house. Really good light. Only problem with this is that it doesn't go all the way up because it narrows right here. So you get it like right to there. So it's relatively deep carry. And this is a really good light. It's got a 14500 in it. It does not come out. So once this is done, it's done. This one you can take out. So if that's something that's important to you, you might want to get something like this, because you can just carry another battery with you. This one also takes double A's. So, I mean, that's really useful too, in case, you know, you can't recharge. You throw a double A in it, you're still good to go. Or like I said, carry another 14500 that's fully charged with you, and you're good to go with there at that point too. This one you cannot do that with. You just have to make sure it's charged. Although it's never really went dead on me. This is captured, so you just, you know, open it up. There it is. And you're good to go. So this is another really good option as well, with the tail switch on the end, and it has a lot of different features. It's got a strobe, it's got a moonlight, you know, it's got, you know, this is a ramping flashlight, so you can't really, you don't have a step mode, so that's really good if you need a strobe or something like that. This one also has a strobe too. So, and like I said, these two have magnets in them. This one does not. Or something like a flat flashlight. Like this is the Trustfire Mini X3 SE, and this takes up zero space in your pocket because it's a flat light, and it's just really in there and you don't see it. This is one that was just sent to me by Bo Ruitt, and it's even smaller than that, and this one's super thin. It goes in your pocket, and you're not going to really notice that at all because it's relatively deep carry. This one is definitely deep carry. So that's another light that you could use, something really like it's not big at all, and it is flat, so it's going to blend right in with everything else that you have. Now let's talk about fixed blades. I'm only going to pull one out at this time. This is the SE Azula 2. So this is a really good urban fixed blade because of its size, because you can change the configuration, carry it scout carry on your belt in the front. Nobody's even going to see it. I do it all the time. Concealment for me is important. Like I said, I don't like anybody seeing what I have. And it would be useful as a self-defense knife because it has this right here, this guard. So your finger's not going to slide onto the blade if you have to stick it into somebody. And that's important because you don't want to use something like this because there's no, you know, nothing. There is a guard on this, but you know what I mean? Some knives actually don't have that guard, and your finger can go right onto the blade. And you don't really want to do that because then you're hurting yourself as well. So this could be used as a self-defense knife if that's what you wanted it to be. But remember, once it's a self-defense knife, then that's all it's for. So then it becomes a weapon. Before that, you know, it's just a tool, and that's basically what I use it for. So this is a good option. It's not super expensive, and like I said, you could change the configuration any way that you would like to. Or also, a little bit more expensive is the Bradford Guardian 3. This is a G3. Like I said, this one is one of those knives that doesn't necessarily really have a guard, so your finger could possibly slip onto the blade, and you don't want that to happen. So this is another useful tool as a fixed blade because it's really not that big. I mean, it's bigger than that, but it's not gigantic either. I think the Mannix is actually bigger than this. So that's another option for a blade. And as always, try to carry pepper spray, whether it's the pepper spray that you can put on your belt like this one, or a pepper spray that you can carry in a bag or a pocket, something like this, because this does not have it. But if this is on your belt, you got hoodies on or something like that, it's, you know, it's getting towards that time of the year now here in Massachusetts. Nobody can see this. Put this in a bag or something. It's harder to get at, but still nobody can see it. So those are just two options. It's Police Magnum, and those are made in the United States. Really good options to use if that's something, you know, you need to. And A really great option for Essential Urban EDC is a sling bag or a crossbody bag or something like that. Now you want to get something like in keeping with the Greyman Urban. You want to get something that's not like, you know, noticeable. You know, it'll be walking around with a tactical, you know, crossbody or something that's tactical or something that's bright orange or like anything like that that's flashy. You don't want to stand out, right? So something like this is the Fjallraven High Coast crossbody bag, and as you can see, it's in this patina green color, and it's not really being noticed by anybody because it's just whatever. It doesn't really stand out all that well. And so I just have an S-beaner on the outside and another flashlight that kind of just, this is the Workhorse clip light that they have. I believe it's the HD03. And it just blends in with the bag because it's also green. And, you know, you're good to go. Nobody knows what you have in this bag. I have a lot of stuff in here, and that's a different video. But like I said, you know, this is reflective in case you need to be noticed or something like seen in the dark. But it's not going to make you stand out or anything like that. So you're still going to be able to walk around the streets unnoticed, and, you know, nobody's going to mess with you because you have a little green bag on your body, crossbody. So those are just some things that you can get to use for Essential Urban EDC. If you guys have any suggestions other than the stuff that I've put out here, please put it in the comments, and yeah, that would be fantastic. So just wanted to say that the memberships are open now, so if you want to become a member, you can just go to the section. I am going to be doing some more basic you know, stuff just for the members. This is actually going to be one of those members only videos. I'm not going to add it to the essential list that I have. So yeah, if you have any suggestions or anything like that, what else I could add to this or what you would add to it, just put it in the comments, and hey, have a great day.